When you start to feel like you're not enough right now, you hold on to who you used to be. This is me. I was good, right? But the more you live in the past, the more your present fades, and little by little, it starts to hurt. Let me tell you a story. About 10 years ago, Susan was always the center of attention. After losing weight, taking care of herself, and finally being seen, wherever she went, people noticed her. They laughed with her. They reacted to her stories. She was someone who always had something to say, long nights of drinking, laughing without thinking, even the moments that went a little too far. All of it felt like who she was. But now Susan had become quiet, even around people. She didn't speak first. She held back her stories, and still, she wanted someone to notice her. One evening she went out for drinks with her co-workers. She wanted to let go and really enjoy the night. She started talking again. Back then I used to. People laughed and she kept going. A little longer, a little more intense. Then people started focusing on her. And in that moment she felt something familiar. The way people looked at her, the way they reacted, it felt like she was coming back to life. So she kept talking. She even brought up things she normally wouldn't, stories where she had gone too far just to seem cooler, more interesting. Her co-workers' eyes widened, curious, surprised, and for a moment she felt proud. Then someone said, "Susan, that's unexpected. You seem different, so what about these days?" It was a simple question, but in that moment, everything stopped. Susan couldn't answer. There was nothing she could say about who she was now, and that's when she realized. She wasn't talking about her present. She was holding on to her past. That's why she kept going. That's why she couldn't stop. When she looked at her life now, she felt not good enough. She wasn't in the same shape anymore, and she felt like she wasn't doing well at work. Sometimes it felt like she had failed. On the way home, that question stayed with her. So, what about these days? For the first time, Susan asked herself, "Who am I now?" She didn't have an answer. After a brief moment of feeling stunned, as if something had hit her, she began to gather her thoughts. Then she quietly started to make sense of it all, and somewhere in that moment something shifted. From that moment on, she began to change. She stopped pushing herself away, even if she wasn't impressive, even if she wasn't interesting. She let herself be. After that, Susan didn't talk much, but one thing changed. She stopped trying to prove herself with her past. Instead, she spoke from who she is now. Short, simple, but real. And slowly Susan was becoming someone who didn't need attention to exist, but someone who simply did.